Oh hey, it's Cody Ray. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Cody Ray here, and today I have another update video on what's been going on in my life. So let's get started. I now have two dogs. We got a puppy. She's a rat terrier. Her name is Daisy. It took us a while to figure out her name. At first I wasn't into Daisy as much. I just thought that since when we got Zebo, Kenton originally wanted to change his name at the shelter. I didn't. So since I was able to keep Zebo's name, I figured I would let Kenton name her. He went with Daisy and I disliked it for a little bit, and then I caved in. So her name is Daisy. Kenton likes to call her Daisy Lou, Daisy May, and I don't know what the whole like second name of that just name in general is coming from, but sometimes he'll call her Daisy May, Daisy Lou, and I just say Daisy. Here's the story. So it was a Friday. We've actually had Daisy for almost a week now as I'm recording this. So last week Friday, we've always wanted a second dog. We originally wanted a shelter dog, but we were just nervous on how another shelter dog would react to Zebo when doing the dog intros. Not only that, shelters with the pandemic, shelters were only doing appointments only, so if a certain time slot was gone, there's a high chance that the dog that you want to see is already adopted. So it was just, I was constantly looking at like multiple websites of animal shelters and couldn't find any dog, and I've done 3 dog applications and nothing. The shelters never really got back to me on them or gave me an update if my application was going to go to another dog eventually. I really didn't get anything. So as I was dog searching through shelter websites, I was adding myself to rehoming dogs on Facebook and the Facebook pages and all that around my area. And I came across a post where this lady had said 4 female rat terriers still available, and usually when people rehome their dogs or give dogs away, the dogs like go quick, like pretty much like shelter dogs. So I ended up messaging that person. That person got back to me the next day, which I was kind of already convinced like the dogs are gone. And she actually told me that the 4 were still left, and it's pretty much first come, first serve, as in you pick the puppy, whatever. And I told her, I was like, I'm interested, where is it? And this area was just about an hour and 30 minutes away from where we live, which wasn't bad. I know there was some people that had other dogs and they were 3 hours away and weren't willing to meet halfway, and I didn't want to do a total of a 6-hour drive there and back. The person had said that I suggest you bring a collar, so when you pick out the puppy, you know which one it is when it's time to take her home. And I said, okay, cool, because I had asked about like when are they going to be able to go home with me and all that, and she said a week or 2. So next day I drove to that area I had the impression to just go pick out the puppy, and then maybe a week or 2 I would come back and take her home with me. So I get there and the breeders were saying, all right, there's only 2 of the females left, which one do you want? And I picked one. And then I said, oh, so-and-so told me that I was just here to pick up the puppy. And the breeders were like, oh, they're ready to go home. She's ready to go home. And I was just in complete shock because I didn't have the payment on me and I don't carry a checkbook. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I was like, where's the nearest gas station to go pull out some payment? And they're like, oh, it's like about less than 2 miles away from here and all that. I was like, all right, cool. So I go to the gas station, get the payment, come back, and I brought the puppy home. And what was crazy was that Kenton knew that we were getting a puppy, but he didn't know that I was bringing the puppy the day of that I had planned to pick it out. So I'm gonna show you guys. She's sleeping still. I'll put her back down. This is Daisy. We don't know how much she weighs. She has her vet appointment soon. But yeah, she's so tired. She wants to get out of my hands. But she's very tiny, and believe it or not, she was actually one of the biggest puppies out of the litter. I believe the litter was 11 puppies. So when I went to go pick her out, it seemed like all the boys were already reserved for people. So it was just females pretty much left. And it was just 2 females, and then the breeders came out with the boys. And so I got to do a little puppy play. And the person that had posted the puppies on Facebook was actually the granddaughter of the breeders. And the breeders, they're, I don't want to say super old, but they don't have Facebook. So I guess the granddaughter helps them get the puppy sold and get them homes. And they had told me they've been breeding for 20 years, which is crazy. And they said that the mom's last litter was actually 4 puppies, and this time it was 11. So that was like a big jump with the whole size of the litter. Zero is adjusting. He knows that she's really tiny and just a baby, so he's really gentle with her. He's scratching right now. He lets her just chew up all over him. His ears, his tails, his paws, and his like neck fat and like the side of his mouth. He's being a really good sport about it. I try to give him a lot of attention, because for the most part the attention's on her right now. I'm trying to take her every now and then to go potty outside, and I've looked up YouTube videos on the best way I could do this, and I'm just trying to remind myself that accidents are going to happen. But she's been doing really well. There's been minor accidents around the house, but I'm not too worried. My next update, I did not plan this whatsoever really well, actually. So my first tattoo, I don't know if I ever did a YouTube video on my first tattoo. So my first tattoo was a graduation gift, and I had gotten it in June 2018, pretty much after I graduated with my bachelor's degree. And my uncle paid for this bad boy. And then 2 years later, which is crazy, pretty much exactly 2 years later, I got this. So I got 3 butterflies on my arms, and they're all a different color, purple, pink, and blue. So that's another update. I got a tattoo, and it's very different. I'm just shocked that like I've done it. So the story about this one was, I was only supposed to get 1 butterfly, and it was supposed to be smaller than that. So I had told the tattoo artist, like, oh, just 1 butterfly, like probably something like 2 inches or even maybe smaller than that. And I was originally gonna, not exactly this arm, but I was originally going to put it above my elbow line, like right here in the inner part of my arm. Or it was gonna be on my side under my bra strap, but I just feel like with any bra, it could hug the tattoo, and I didn't want that irritation to happen. So the whole side body was probably a big no-go for me. And then the arm I was really interested in, but then, pause, hi. Hi. Alright. Can I finish my video? Almost done. Go lay down. Go. 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 Okay, lay down then. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. Stay. Where was I? So the side body was no go for me. And then I really like the idea of right here, but I kind of had already known that this was going to be something that I wanted to add on to, and I just thought it would be weird to like start it here then like sprout out like to add on to it. This is just me. I thought that was weird. So literally 3 hours before my session, I basically changed my idea and I told my tattoo artist that I wanted 3 butterflies instead of 1, and I showed her a photo that I found on Pinterest of it, and she was pretty much on board. I was actually shocked because I'm like, I feel really bad that I'm doing this legit the day of. I try to tell myself like tattoo artists probably deal with this all the time, so it's probably not a big deal to them, but I just hate having that guilt. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I literally woke up and I was like, boom, I have an idea. So I have these 3 tattoos. Before getting them, I did think about, like, I guess trying to find the meaning behind why I got them. To be honest, I knew I wanted a forearm tattoo, but nothing that I was thinking about wanting to get was grasping my attention. I thought about a Disney tattoo, a floral tattoo, a quote, something went in my eye. Okay, now that eye looks really bad. Okay. And none of that stood out to me. And then when I was on Pinterest, I came across butterfly tattoos and I was hooked. And basically this is just a reminder for me to, you know, stay positive, like keep fluttering, keep going, don't stress about the little things, and pretty much you're beautiful no matter what shape, size, color you are, you know. So this is more of a positivity. I'm so sorry, there is something in my eye. I'm literally not crying just because I'm telling you guys. Alright, now I can't see my camera because I just took my contacts out. But pretty much this tattoo is just basically about positivity, and you know, I recently read a book about just like total mindset and like how to change your mindset, and I'm really trying to implement that on my daily life. I stress a lot, especially when it comes to cleaning and organizing. Those 2 things are not my strengths. They are my weaknesses, and when the organizing and the cleaning just gets way too messy, I get it done but in a stressful way. So this book kind of taught me how to like look at things at a different perspective, think more positive rather than negative. So these butterflies just remind me of just like staying positive, just because, like, you know, the colors are so vibrant and bright, and I just feel like, to me, that it just makes me feel happy. Yeah, that's my stories. I got Daisy, I got a tattoo, and yeah, it's swollen. It's literally been only like a little bit more than 24 hours since I got this, so it's swollen. My whole experience of getting it, Daisy's dreaming over here. My whole experience of getting it wasn't too bad. My tattoo artist did an amazing job. She did such a great job. She's very chill. She's very easy to talk to. The pain tolerance, the first 2 were okay, and then here I knew I was worried about the top one because it was closer to the bone and like more to the side of my arm. I do want to add on to this, so I want to see what her ideas are. I do want a floral tattoo that has my grandparents from both sides, their birth flowers, which is very like cliche. I feel like everyone pretty much has that. My grandparents from my mom's side passed away when I was pretty young, and I wish I got to know them a little bit more. This was not supposed to be an emotional video. It's just hard to think about how people my age don't have their grandparents, and you know, I am so happy that they still have them because I don't have mine. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. I think it's just now that I'm verbally saying why I wanted those floral tattoos. I've always like thought about it. I thought it in my head. I try to plan it out. I'm hoping that my tattoo artist could probably add that on here. Alright. Anyway, I knew eventually I wanted to get a half sleeve because I just feel like I would look pretty badass with it. But we'll see how this one heals, and we'll see what ideas that we have for this one and see what we can add on to it. I think that's about it for today's video. I got the two puppies just sleeping right in front of me, and I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry I got emotional. That was not the plan in this video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and smash that like button down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.